Hello, beautiful people. So today I just wanted to speak to something that's actually quite personal in my own journey. And I do see it quite often amongst others that are doing the work, right? You guys are here doing the work and you're raising your vibration, you're shifting your timelines, you are leveling up. Now, in every stage of a level up, we're moving into a new version, a new timeline, a new existence, right? A new reality. And that our nervous system is going to trigger it. So making sure that you have that awareness. It will, as we bring in more light and more frequency and start to shift ourselves, our nervous system is going to be on edge because it's the unpredictable. A lot of the time when this happens, and I find it feels like the contraction, it's like as if I feel like my body starts to get squeezed a little bit as I'm pulling through, like almost like this layer. It's how visually I see it when I speak to my guides. But when I'm going through this, it's a discomfort. And the discomfort comes to my mind, to stories, to thoughts, to feelings within my body as well. As the light kind of moves through the body, it will actually pull out the lower vibrational stuff, which is part of us being human, right? The stories, the worthiness, all those things. It's going to bring it to the surface, right? It's going to stir it up and blow it out. So in the storm that arises, it's really like as if it's a cyclone just clearing out the body to take it away. And this is really important to know that usually just before, and for me, as I've gone through these things, and once I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm having some really negative talk right now. And I just witness it and ask myself, is this truth? I don't let it define me. I don't get hooked up in the story. I don't try and anchor into that. I allow the energy to move through me. I allow the emotions to be felt for a moment. I get curious. I don't judge it. Judgment will condemn it and push it down. So sitting in the energy of okay, this is arising through me. And sometimes those stories can be that we're just tired, right? Hormonal, whatever it is. But in most cases, there is a clearing process that's happening. And we will hear things that make us doubt ourselves, that make you feel like you're limiting, you're not moving forward, but it's actually in this moment that you know you're about to shift. You know that you are about to upgrade, because this is where you rewrite the program. You cannot change your reality unless you are conscious of the things that have been running in the unconscious, right? The subconscious. And so it will drag up some stuff. And also sometimes it's not that these things actually overly exist as patterns that exist within us anymore, but our subconscious or our nervous system wants to keep you where you are. Right? So it's going to lower your vibration. It's going to anchor you into stories that it wants you to be defined by, and don't let there be truth. Allow the energy just to flow through you. Ask, is there truth in this? Is this something I really resonate with? And then go back and do the work around the emotions, around the belief systems if you feel you need to. Otherwise, just breathe them out, breathe it out, then set in redefining your goals. Okay, hang on, this is a story that I'm playing out. This is a story that I'm hearing that's coming in. Hang on, what is this? For me, even then, sometimes as I'm really leveling up financially and all these other things in my business, I'm getting these opportunities to invest or to do things and really excel myself. And there's also doubt in it. Will these things work? I don't know. At the same time, I have to write that into my script to say that everything I invest in, everything that feels like a yes within my bones, is going to have a great return on investment. That it's going to, even if it's energetically, spiritually, in lessons, but financially, right? And being aware of the story that, okay, this is the story that's coming out, questioning and creating doubt within that. Is that really true? And then allowing myself to drop into writing the script and adding that to part of my daily routine, so that is a new piece of me that needs to be embodied to be that higher version. That's like, okay, if the higher version of myself, right? And she's got I've got a flow in my life, but there's this other part of me that's like, oh, hang on, am I ready to let go of that, this level to go to the next level? Am I ready to go into deeper levels of investing? Am I ready to, even if that's within me, right? And it doesn't always have to be monetary. Could be even another coach, or it could be, you know, other things that there's lots of ways that we invest in ourselves, right? And we just got to watch, where are we really getting like scared? And is that aligned to our new version of ourselves? I don't expect anyone to go from like the first step to the 10th step, but you know, that when we're moving up into a higher version, we sometimes can go from the 0 step to the 3rd step. So would that level of my existence be okay with doing these things? Would that person say yes? Would she have fear in her? And so I'm just saying this to you guys because you will be confronted at moments where there's a contraction, where it feels like there's a storm brewing in you, that there's this doubts, right? And this is the choice. This is the pivotal moment that you have to go next level or to just come back, right? Do you want to go next level? Is this a fuck yes to a new reality, to a new version of you, new timeline, new existence, to create more abundance, to have the life on your terms? And that version of you is going to have different beliefs and feelings and emotions and trust in themselves, know what they want, know what they can afford, know how they can action these things. They're not going to sit in scarcity and lack and fear all the time. They're going to be committed to do whatever it takes to create the needle movers. So sitting in that energy for a moment yesterday when it came through my body, and I was like, oh, this level up, the shadow or the demon snuck in quietly. It was just slow, you know. And part of that can be as we upgrade and as we shift in our reality and as we shift in who we are, we start to write new patterns within our body that actually can rewrite when these things happen. Our nervous system resets a bit easier. We have new tools we adapt and integrate into ourselves. So when these things arise, they don't become so prominent. They don't really rip us to shreds. They kind of allow us to be like, oh, so this one came in whispering and just this gentle breeze. And I was like, but I noticed it just still circulating around. And then I was like, oh, here it is. I'm in my contraction. I could feel the energy when I asked my spirit, my soul, what is happening right now? And that's a great sign, because every time there was a contraction, every time a storm blew in for me to let go and shift and change a pattern or a emotion or a feeling or a thought or whatever it is within me, a belief, every time I get the opportunity to be conscious of those things existing in my field, I have an opportunity to upgrade my own internal program. So, trust in yourself, believe in yourself, ask internally, get curious, keep diving into the work. You've got this. You fully have this. Everybody, you commit to the work, to having the best life possible, and whatever that is on your terms, if you keep committed, keep doing the work, keep just taking the step forward. You might get 5 forward and feel that one that pulls you back. You feel the contraction, the gate feels shut for the minute. And that's where you get to, all of a sudden one day the gate just opens and you're like, oh, I breathe again. I'm open. And we have more light frequency running through us. That light that's coming in, remember, it comes in to push out the heavy density. And you're going to feel it as it's coming out. Don't trap it.